Hey guys, online, joining us online. We're glad you're here, 100% glad you're here. I just want you to know that we're having Chick-fil-A by our sponsor in person. And I don't want to rub that in, but yeah, we miss you in person.
You're gonna miss the chocolate chip.
Yeah.
Hey, Susie.
Hi, Patricia.
Hey, I'm having brisket that's been actually smoked for about 16 hours. I am having a gorgeous sweet potato and a salad. So, I love Chick-fil-A, but I really like my brisket.
Touche. We're coming to your house. We'll be there in 15 minutes.
No problem. It's a mess.
Everybody will be
Go
on
ahead.
the line.
Go ahead.
Awesome. So we're ready. Is it ready? Okay. All right. Let's do this.
Welcome back from Mega Camp. Hopefully you were all there and you experienced what we experienced. My goodness, what an amazing few days of content.
That was fun, right?
It was super fun. And so hopefully what you're doing is preparing for the fourth quarter and you're getting your business prepared. You heard so many stories of amazing, timely, and really important training, and you're the kind of the grand poobah of timely, important training.
Well, I don't know about all that, but here's what I do know, and Gary and Jay said it best. They said, look, the shift doesn't have to define your strategy, but it will define your tactics, which means what you have done might not be the best thing to continue to do. And what we did is we went bullet by bullet across all lead generation, all follow-up, all wealth, all conversion, and tried to give the tactics of the moment.
It's a huge aha, because what happens in a shifting market is you may just have to put in an extra hour a day. It's just the times that we live in. If you want the same number of transactions or to grow, you may have to do more of the work that we didn't have to do in prior markets. And that's what a shift is. The good news is when you build those muscles and you develop more market share in times like this, you'll never give it up.
Absolutely right. So here's what I know. Your team leaders and OPs are the gateway to all the models and systems that you need. Whether it's enhanced social media, how to get more out of your open houses, what should be doing with your sphere of influences, how do I change the way that my company appears to the consumer, they have all this stuff.
Lots of stuff. Have a great fourth quarter. We appreciate everything that you do, and let's go get them.
See you guys.
Awesome. All right. We have what you need. So everybody that talks about the shift it almost feels like the shift conversation is, oh my gosh, 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 we're going to lose money. We're not going to have much business. It's going to be da, 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 da. We're made for a shift. Everybody else in the industry may be thinking that, but we are built for a shift. And so it's our opportunity to get on track. Is it going to be easy? Does it come to us just by sitting around doing nothing? No, nothing ever good does. However, we've got the skills and the tools and the models and the systems to be able to thrive in this kind of market. So first, let's talk about our mission. What's the mission? Sonia, read our mission for us.
You picked on today. To build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, experiences worth giving, and legacies worth leaving.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Okay, who wants to do our vision statement?
Okay, to be the real estate company of choice for agents and realtors.
Yes, thanks, Dorothy.
God family then business.
Our values are God, family, then business. Thanks, Michelle. All right. Oh, all right. Beliefs. Who wants to read our beliefs?
Win-win for no fuel. Integrity is the right thing. Customers always come first. Commitment in all things. Communication, seek first, understand. Creativity, ideas before results. Teamwork, together everyone achieves more. Trust starts with honesty. Equity, opportunities for all, and success results repeat.
Yes, that's what we believe in. That's what we do every single day. Thanks, Rebecca. Okay, perspective. Anybody want to read our perspective? What is our perspective?
A technology company that provides the real estate platform that our agents, buyers, and sellers prefer. Keller Williams thinks like a top producer, acts like the trainer consultant, and focuses all its activities on service, productivity, and profitability.
Yes, all its activities on service, productivity, and profitability. Doesn't matter how much we sell, doesn't matter how many units, it doesn't matter the volume. It comes down to we're running our own businesses and profitability is the name of the game. All right, so mission moment, anybody's experienced anything that we just went over with regard to our mission, vision, value, perspective, beliefs and perspective? Recently?
I know we have to plan.
Every day is just always hard to recall them.
Yeah, I will say yesterday, we had offered to us, the region brought in a speaker, her name was Trisha Browers. And they brought her in, and it's almost the One Thing Roadshow is what it's called. So they were in Upper Marlboro, and then yesterday she was in Frederick, and she'll be somewhere else before she heads back to Illinois to go home. But I will say that the passion that she brought to the course, to the training, and the personal passion and mission statement that she has to help others was phenomenal. And I think about, we talk about our MVVBP all the time. We talk about our culture. She's a mortgage lender. She's affiliated with Keller Williams agents, but she's not necessarily in Keller Williams. But Gary and Jay brought her to Austin quite a few years ago, 5 or 6 years ago, and asked her if she would, because of the passion she brings, would be an advocate for teaching the One Thing. It was a phenomenal course. And so just knowing that we talk about our culture all the time, and everywhere else around the country and everywhere else around the world, our mission is alive and well. Our MVVBP, the culture, is alive and well, regardless of where you go. And I know that there's no other organization on the planet, the real estate organization on the planet, that has the culture that Keller Williams has. And so for me, I would say that's my mission moment. Anybody else? Anybody experience anything with a co-op agent, with agent in the office, in the market center? Anybody on Zoom? Got anything?
I have something I want to share.
Okay.
When you said God, family, and business, it's very, very true. If you put God first, then your family, the business will come.
Yes.
So I'm experiencing, because of the death of my dad, that God first, my family needs me, and my business will follow it. And if you built it from the ground up, which I feel like the way I built my business was knocking on doors, which I absolutely love and would love to get back out there and do that again. My clients actually know, because we're friends on Facebook, and it's just amazing to hear the response from clients that it just, because my priorities are right. So what I appreciate about Keller Williams is that we have priorities that have been set before us. People have already tested these things and they've done them for years. If we just stay in step with them, even if we have to go back to step one, it's going to happen. And you just need to keep your faith, right? It just, for me, it's been amazing. I'm not going to be I'm almost capped, and I would love to already been capped by now. And that's okay, because I put God first, then my family, and my business will come. It's going to be fine.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you for sharing that, Trish.
Mm-hmm.
All right, any other mission moments before we move on? Okay, going once, going twice. Okay, on we go. Birthdays. Oh my gosh, look at all these birthdays. Rocio, Terrence, TJ, Colleen, Min, Lenny, Nate, Ashley, and Gwen are all September birthdays. So if you don't see them today, make sure that you reach out. Well, typically we get to do that on our Facebook page, but if you see them in person, make sure you wish them a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Lenny. He's in person here.
Here to celebrate.
Oh, cupcakes too. Trish, do you have dessert?
Say that again. I didn't hear.
We have cupcakes to celebrate for birthdays here.
Yeah, but they got to be gluten-free.
All right, work anniversaries. Heidi Boring has been with us for a year. Wayne Kiefer for 2 years and Chantel for 6 years. So happy work anniversary, guys. Bucket fills, any thank yous?
I want to thank Lenny. He's helping me through this property thing that I'm going through with my client, and he's been there every step. of the
Oh,
way.
God, that's awesome. Thanks, Lenny. Oh, am I supposed to have?
And it hasn't taken 5 days
I'll
to
get 'em.
respond.
Wow, that's right. Not like some of those 12 people that require a long time to get to your broker. Okay, who else? Thank you.
No character required.
No kidding.
Thank you to Rebecca for helping yesterday with this and taking one for the team the other day, coming up front.
That is hilarious. Also.
Thank you to Michelle.
Oh,
Oh, he came.
oh, wait a minute. Wait. Go ahead.
Michelle to see you through the program that was going.
Yeah.
Finally got graduated, so.
Yeah, so congratulations to Faye. I'll just. say
Okay.
it right now. So she was part of our launch coaching and the first 5 transactions. She just closed the 5th one. So this is a huge, that's awesome thing for her. And we're looking to continue our relationship.
Good job staying the course.
Yeah, trusting the system.
And trusting the system, absolutely. We know, because every single one of us have been beginners in this process. It is not easy to stay the course, and there are lots of obstacles that get in the way. And just like we talk about that entrepreneurialism where you reach your ceiling of achievement and you're almost there and you're just like ready to break through, but you get distracted. Way to break through that ceiling.
Yeah.
So congratulations. All right.
We need to give quite a few of them dates,
Oh, yeah.
because
she's a
since- well, since not just that, I mean, since Adrian's absent, she kind of gets everything.
Yep.
Yes.
Amen.
And, there's just not enough time in the day, and she even has to put up with me after hours. I don't think everybody realizes what she does for this office
Mm.
and the role that she actually steps into.
Shows like 5 years old.
I know, you know what, that makes me not ever really want to contact you when I do write something, it's like, it's gotta be important.
Well, that's the bottom thing, right, too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm always amazed at because I try to email her.
Uh-huh.
I'm always amazed at how quickly she can do it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, I can't imagine how she does that.
I know. And there's no grass that grows under her feet whatsoever. So.
Remember all of this while I'm on maternity leave, okay?
You can watch me start crafting.
Yeah, we do appreciate you for sure.
Are you sure you want to?
Well, that's part of the reason I brought it up, is perhaps, we can all fill in as sitters.
Yeah. That might be.
Do you mean sitters for the office?
Sitters for the kids.
Oh, yes, that would be awesome, definitely.
Yeah, so sign up for daycare. I'll definitely.
That's awesome. Thank you, Lenny, and thanks, Kate, definitely.
Sure. I just want to give a quick shout out to Lenny and Shelley. They are diligently working on those document checklists. If you've ever worked with the board of realtors, anyone around here, they are terrible with their documents. They all come out sporadically. 9 times out of 10, they're not correct when they're released. And then just trying to power through and figure out what's necessary, what's not necessary, how to keep us in compliance and cover our butts moving forward. I know it's not an easy path, but I really appreciate you guys taking that on and handling that.
Yeah, thank you guys, for sure.
And I have a complaint about that whole document thing.
Okay.
There's other agencies, other brokerages, they decide to redo the whole thing because they want their daggone name across the top. I had to do a second walkthrough because they took out the bottom where you're supposed to do your walkthrough. So I had to do a walkthrough and say, see, it was just stupid.
Right.
And it's like, why are you recreating this for people in your office when they're already there?
Yeah. Vanity.
Like, nobody knows you're on the other side.
Right. Awesome. All right, anybody online? You guys have any bucket fills you want us to share, or shall we keep moving? Okay. All right, our capper, Todd Anderson. Woo, Todd. Good job.
He's been on a roll.
He has been on a roll. He's gonna be, people are gonna try to recruit him. Anytime we show up like big, the phone starts ringing. Oh, yeah, let's get them. Well, maybe you should have got him to begin with.
Right. And he has a full-time job, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Todd has a full-time job.
And my issues call talk.
Yeah.
He has like a whole bunch of big giant families.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
20 kids, I think, right? Todd?
I can eat with anybody.
Yeah. So our top producer for the month of August is Todd Anderson, $2.1 million and 6 units.
Wow.
Excellent.
Which is huge for a dual career.
Yeah.
And somebody doing it on his own. He's got no assistant, no TC,
Right.
none of that stuff.
Yeah,
They got-
excellent. Good job, Todd, when you watch this. All right, Rebecca.
And Susie's on there too.
Top producing. Oh, yeah, Sue's, you're on there too. Top producing group, the Llewellyn Group, had 17 units and $5.6 million in volume in August. So congratulations to the Llewellyn Group.
As they trek across the mass.
Oh, yeah, they are on their, they set a goal for themselves and they met their goal. And so as a result of that, it was a trip to Alaska. So they left yesterday and are trekking around Alaska right now. Numbers, the market center, we're always looking at numbers. We're studying numbers. We want to know what they say because they tell us a story. Inside of our office, month over month closed units is down 12%. We're down almost 5% year to date. Closed volume is up 14%. So right now the market is holding, I found this again. The market is holding, oh man, I need batteries. The market's holding its own for volume right now. And we had a mastermind call and conversation about a week or two ago. And ultimately, inside of the region, which is the Maryland DC region, these numbers are all negatives in the year-to-date column. So we suspect, because historically it makes its way west, historically we're going to be down in negative numbers as well. Does that mean anything to us? Sure, it means something. It tells us what's happening inside the market and what's changing. What it shouldn't do is create frenzy or hesitation or whatever. It's a skill-based market. We're a training company that's been #1 in training across all industries for quite a few years. All we need to do is tap into that.
Map on how we need to shift our efforts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, shifting creates the strategy.
Like he just said, you might need to spend another hour a day.
Right. Yep.
Keep up.
Doing the right activities at
Right.
the right time.
Right.
Listings taken, we're down a little bit. Volume is still up. Listings sold down a little, but the volume again is still increasing. Contracts written is down 2.4% and the volume is still up. Right now, closed GCI, our agents made 9.6% less from last August to this August. But year to date, our closed GCI, our agents are making 16.1% more. Or inside the trend report within the region, closed GCI is down 14.4%. So is it possible that we're going to be making less money? Maybe, possibly. It's trending that way. It may come this direction. But again, once we get in the mindset and do the right things, the right activities at the right time, should be good. See the region numbers? Closed units, everything's down. But it is what it is. We just are purposeful and intentional and we move on. Okay, Allegheny County. Oh, there it is. So average sold price right now, in August 2022, 153,459. Days on market, average days on market is 32 in Allegheny County. And 3.3 months worth of inventory. We talk about this every month. Tell me what amount of inventory constitutes a balanced market? 6. Yeah, it's usually 5 to 7. So we say 6 months worth of inventory. In the past, it has been lower. So it's creeping up again. What is the shift? Shifting from a seller's market to a buyer's market. It's the time in between. We can see what's happening. Berkeley County, average sold price 303,000, days on market 21, 2.3 months worth of inventory. You can see new listings 161, new under contract 74. Are there always going to be people buying and selling regardless of the market?
Yep.
Yep, 100%. Going to be moving, they're going to be divorced. I mean,
Four needs.
yeah,
Death,
yeah,
divorce, debt, and what's that for?
like military. Downsizing, yeah. Moving, it's always going to happen and Jason and Mark are correct. When we take territory, when we take market share during a shift, that's market share we never have to give back. And so ultimately, as agents get out of the industry, out of the market, then we're going to take that and never have to give it back. Franklin County, average sale price right now, 247.9. Days on market, 23. Berkeley was 21.
Should have been running tabs on what they were before, because those numbers are creeping up every month.
Days on market, you mean?
Yep.
Yeah, they are.
Creeping up
Absolutely.
Every single month.
Interestingly enough, Allegheny and Berkeley County are above 2 months worth of inventory. Pennsylvania, Franklin County right now is still only at 1.6 months worth of inventory.
Can we look those up in any sort of way in years past?
Yes. Yep.
How do you do that? It's the easiest thing to do. You just go into Bright, search, statistics,
Yes.
statistics,
Mhm.
and then you select your account.
So to let you select dates though, like to go back years ago to see how many months.
Yes, because I have them printed in my office actually.
Yeah, I was interested in seeing.
Yeah.
That's great information to take with you on a listing appointment to say, this is what's happening. You're not going to get what your neighbors are.
Exactly.
Or it's not going to sell in 2 days like the neighbors.
Yes, and then we talk about during a shift, really anytime. I mean, it's just more pronounced, I think, during the shift, but we need to be the real estate economist of choice. And so when we're the real estate, do you think any other agents going in and printing out this information? I don't think other agents are
Well, they might
prone
not
to
even
do
do
these. Exactly, because no one studies and knows their numbers like Keller Williams agents do. In Garrett County, average sale price $698,600, 30 days on market. And right now, inventory is 4.6 months. So they are getting closer and closer to a balanced market there.
Look how much the houses.
Right. And then once it becomes a balanced market, we're shifting from the sellers to a buyers. We're going to see the shift or the actual buyer's market show up.
The last time we had a 6 month.
That's why I was kind of asking that question. It's been a while. If anybody remember.
I remember that when I first pulled my license out of referral in 2017, it was a buyer's market. So it's that 27, it could have been before that, but it was, I know for me, it was about mid 2017. Washington County, average sale price right now, 294,000. Average days on market, or in August, their days on market was 26. Current inventory is 1.5 months. So we still don't have a lot. We're not in a balanced market yet. Like, we're still under 2 months worth of inventory in Washington County. Okay, Broker's Corner. Got anything for us, Lenny?
Actually, I wanted to talk about a couple different things.
Okay,
So one of the things I wanted to talk about was an Inman article that came out about brokers.
mm-hmm,
So, and I want to try and get feedback as I'm doing these checklists and stuff from everybody, not just from a few. I want to try and get feedback from everybody on what it is that they want to see in the checklist, what they don't think is relevant, so I can understand what everybody's thinking while I'm doing this. Because there's certain things that are going to be required that need to be required. And perhaps that's where there's a breakdown of, you know, forgive me for saying this, perhaps that's where there's a breakdown of some of the belly aching with forms that I require. Okay.
mm-hmm,
There's 3 types of brokers. And the Inman article, if you haven't read it, you should try to read it. I shared it with leadership because I believe I'm probably the A-type broker where I'm trying to be as involved as I possibly can. I keep things as tight as I possibly can because it protects everybody else's license, but it ultimately protects mine. Without my license, nobody else can practice real estate. So, you know, Sonia would have to jump in, become a broker real quick, or somebody else.
I don't know what kind of broker that is.
And then it doesn't, with a broker, it doesn't stop with just the boards and the licenses. With the broker, it continues on that the person that's unsatisfied can come after me civilly. You know, so that's why I am the way that I am. I want to try and protect myself from that happening. The other categories, there's a B-type broker, which is somebody that is kind of in between. You know, yeah, they're strict on some things, loose on others. And then you've got an absentee broker. And what I see in the market is a lot of absentee brokers. So I question myself a lot of times, should I be more lenient? And then I go back to, no, I shouldn't. And I always reinforce that with leadership when we discuss things. So, you know, if you I'm not unapproachable. I want everybody to understand if you know, you got a question, if you have a comment, if you think I'm doing something wrong, tell me. I want to know. Okay. The other thing that I'm going to talk about is, of course, we all know new documents are coming out, so be watching for those. On October 1st, Maryland's got a lot of forms that are changing. For those of you that didn't attend the class last night, there's a recording, you'll be able to watch it. If you didn't attend the class, watch it, because I'm not going to answer any questions unless you've watched it. And then lastly, for those of you that don't know, a little over a week ago, I injured myself. I'm going to be going out on surgery. Don't know when yet. And it's a
You're not going out with cake.
amen, Dorothy, amen.
And my understanding is it's going to be a pretty extensive surgery because they're either going to replace my whole shoulder or they're going to have to reconstruct it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we kept saying he was Superman. Now you're ready to take all the time.
So that's going to be coming up. And I don't know what that looks like right now as far as me being available once that happens.
Good.
That's it.
We got you.
Son.
And I
I
do.
used to play Superman for a while.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
So, and ultimately, guys, I do appreciate Lenny. From an operating principle perspective, I don't want type B and I don't want type C.
Right, it's not a bad thing to.
I want type A. We're different than anybody else. We aspire to a higher level of competency and commitment. And so there's no other type broker that we want in the office. We might give him grief sometimes, but ultimately know that he does have our interest at heart, and it's a win-win. He gets to keep his license, we get to keep ours. So we appreciate you, Lenny. Okay, Mega Agent Camp. I just wanted to let you know the recap. There were more than 12,000 associates that attended in person, more than 12,000, more than 10,000 virtual logins. I'm sorry. It might be nice if I could read.
It is confusing.
More than 8,000 agents went to Austin in person. More than 10,000 agents went online, which I did online virtually. So there were more than 12,000 total attendees. And there was lots of great information there. So, all right. So this is one of our new marketing videos that I think you will like. This is who we are, where entrepreneurs thrive, and no one else can say that. So here you go.
In 2023, Keller Williams turns 40. And sometimes, midlife crisis is a good thing. Now, we aren't going to run out and buy a flashy sports car, or a boat, or some other toy. And we aren't suddenly going to grow a mustache. Because we've already got one. But it is time for something big. Because that's what we do. It's time to tell the world who we really are. And why we were called to this. T.S. Eliot said, "We shall not cease from exploration, and the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started, and know the place for the first time." We started as a small real estate company with a mission to become so trusted by our clients that we could become their realtor for life. But of course, Gary Keller taught us that to be realtors for life, we had to be more than realtors. We're coaches, therapists, mentors, mind readers, and magicians. We're digital hunters with human touch. Wheelers and dealers who only use our powers for good. We are advocates and shoulders to cry on, friends to lean on, and confidants to trust. Together, we are the keys and the doors to new futures. This is the most important time in our lives, as a company, and simply as people. Your clients are feeling that same thing when they come to you. Their first homes, their final homes, newly married, newly divorced, empty nesters or more on the way. These are the most joyous, terrifying, and hopeful times of all our lives. Because your clients are jumping off cliffs and trusting you to build wings on the way down. We get to feel the thrill of that connection every day, if we do our jobs right. And if we do our jobs right, they aren't jobs at all. It is indeed a calling. To build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, and lives worth living. To be entrepreneurs. For 40 years, we at Keller Williams have deeply believed that entrepreneurship is the miracle of America. That in America, if you can dream it, you can build it. We're privileged to be in the business of buying and selling the most important and life-changing dream. The dream of owning a home of your own. It's not just an American dream, it's a dream shared around the world. At Keller Williams, we want to continue to earn the right to be the home of the dreamers, the doers, the entrepreneurs. The hundreds of thousands of you who have dreamed and built your own business, and in the process built ours. We all know everything changes, but we will always champion you, the entrepreneurs who are powered by purpose, by energy and passion, teamwork, trust, and technology, integrity and culture, and trained in the rules of how we would do it, but who also have the confidence to bend the rules in ways Gary never dreamed of, but hoped you would. You see, we aren't here to teach you our past or to try and predict your future. We're here to help you create the future. We are reigniting a culture of celebrating entrepreneurial visionaries. Because real leaders don't create followers. We create more leaders. We are teaching rebellion and inspiring invention. Your mavericks and world changers, and your relentless creativity, fueled by the competitive drive inside every one of you, will make the real estate models of today look quaint by the time you're finished. Everything we ever did was a risk. We started as a little underdog company and grew to be the largest real estate company in the world. You know what underdogs do when they get big? They look for bigger fights. Look for those fights. We want you to out-Gary Gary. Take risks. Take heart. Take action. All these things that you are for your clients, the coach, the therapist, and the key to a new future, we will redevote ourselves to being for you. There's a reason we want your name larger than ours on signs. When you look at your clients and think to yourself, it's not about me, it's about them. Well, it's not about us. It's about you. This is the most important time in our lives. You're living in a home built for entrepreneurs to thrive. And true entrepreneurs don't have to wait for doors to open for them. After all, we have our own lockboxes. Welcome home.
Awesome.
Yep.
That's good.
So I give you cool
That's the first
chills.
I've seen it.
I love it. And it's so true. All right, family reunion. You guys want to get this on your calendar? Put some money back from our closings each month or whenever. Anaheim, California, February 18th to the 21st. It will be an in-person event only. So we're back to being together finally. And they're on sale at a discount at $9.99 until September 30th. So we would love to take as many people with us as possible. It's always nice to be together. So if that's possible for you, then let's plan to be together in February.
If you have an interest, let me know, because we'll start looking for Airbnbs and places like that where we can all fit for maybe less than what we could get for a hotel.
Yeah.
To make it
perfect.
try to look, a little more financially reasonable.
Awesome. Great. All right. Let's, instead of the MREA questions, let's do shift. Know your shift. What are the 2 timeless strategies for staying on track?
Big Jen.
Time blocking.
Time blocking. Lead gen, those are the 2 answers.
Oh. I guess I'll have to look.
Right, you're right. That's correct. We do have the time block and we do have the lead generate. Hang on. We're verifying the answers.
Drum rolls.
Yeah. Okay, all right, just keep going. So tech features, if you haven't been in Command to get it up running at a high level, make sure there's some more updates to Command, which we're also going to be doing some more classes where it's not just about Command, but it's about your business, and then backed up with how you do that in Command. So that's going to be done with Jack, our regional tech trainer. Some training opportunities, DocuSign. Implement your plan in Command, dive into the details of DocuSigns coming up. You can scan the QR code. New Keller Mortgage products, offer ready pre-approval, lock and shop loans, manufactured home loans, that's different.
That's new.
Jumbo loans. So if you haven't reached out to a Keller Mortgage,
Too.
mhm. Your first home, second edition.
I
This
used to
is-
get this book for new clients,
Uh-huh.
first time home buyers. So I'm probably gonna order some more of these.
Yep. And we do that by going to kellerinc.com, and actually you can search on there for whatever you want to purchase for your business. Okay, new design highlights. Labor Day, of course, Hispanic Heritage, first day of fall, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur. Those are all new to Inside of Designs as far as holiday graphics. Julia Lachey Israel is phenomenal. Unconscious bias in real estate occurred on September 14th. Kate, I believe, did that class. Was it amazing?
Yeah, so I've done the unconscious bias in real estate simply because I have seen Julia in the past, and she's an amazing speaker. She's very charismatic, very engaging, and she really has a passion for it. I was really surprised by a lot of what she had to present in there. And a lot of it is, again, just unconscious, like things that you don't recognize typically. But I'm sure you guys all know the world is becoming a little more sensitive. And that's in a lot of different aspects and for a lot of different reasons. And so just kind of realigning your thought process with her, it was really crazy and eye-opening to see that. These are three, I guess. She has a certification program where you can be an agent of distinction. And even if you don't pursue that, I mean, there's a couple of credit hours, I think, here and there. These classes are free and they're 1 hour. They run monthly. I would really encourage you just to jump on because, again, it is just very eye-opening just to kind of see the different biases, how it plays in. And I know, like, reading the code of ethics and the fair housing is one thing, but they really put it into perspective for this, for this job and this position. And it, like I said, it was really eye-opening for me. So I would encourage you to do it. I can send out the link. That's where you can sign up for it. It's all virtual. It was really good.
Awesome. Yeah. The Color of Real Estate will be the one that's next on the 26th. And Social Equity Workshop is scheduled for September 29th. And agent of distinction, that's what Kate was just talking
so
about.
The other two classes are the prerequisite for this, but this is like a certification, kind of like you would have like a foreclosure certification, whatever that may be. They actually are accredited and have that ability to give you that title. So again, I think it's the other two classes are the prerequisites. Then you take this one, they verify you've attended everything, and then you're certified.
Great. So that'll be coming up in October. As every month, we need to be sure that we're monitoring and adhering to the do not call list. So the TCPA. All right, so we got a game. We're doing a little Jeopardy. All right.
Okay, bear with me.
Hang on, guys.
If you're online, can you see my screen?
You all walk away.
I'm gonna take that as a yes, and we're gonna move on forward. All right. So the premise of Jeopardy, we all know how to play Jeopardy, right?
Yes.
It gives us a definition, and then when we answer in the form of a
Question.
question. Okay, who wants to go first? Who wants to pick a category?
I'll pick compliance for 100.
All right, compliance for 100. The timeline for submitting documents.
What is? 1 to 2 days? I don't know.
24 hours. I don't even know that one.
Come on, Jack.
Oh, that's right. Just like, oh, that's right.
What is 7 days? What is 5?
What is 5 days?
Five days.
Okay, yeah.
Wait,
5 business days. So
Or
what's-
submitting documents,
Yeah.
which is different than month.
Yeah. Best practice in our office is that all documents are uploaded to the contract checklist or the applicable checklist within 5 business days of ratification. When is a document considered fully ratified?
After all parties.
All right, so if you send out a contract to a seller and they haven't signed it yet, has your time period started? No. All right. Is anybody keeping score? I'm gonna give Shelley 100 points.
Let's do tech for 100.
All right, tech for 100. A fully functional CRM that allows you to manage your contracts and track your touches.
What is command?
Here's the team.
What is command?
We're just, oh,
All
no.
right. Let's get started. What is command? Everybody knows
I get the roll board too, right? We're gonna go check for 200.
Extra 200. Software that allows parties to sign contracts and other documents electronically rather than signing them with.
What about
copy
that?
I think that one goes to Faye for 200.
Okay.
Oh wait, that was that tech for?
Lead and we check the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, she said yes, she can hear.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Okay. All right. Why is it not going away?
Oh, maybe because you didn't scroll the answer, maybe.
Oh, there we go. Okay, Faye, which one?
General KW for 100.
The total amount of commission dollars the market seller receives from a transaction. This one is worded kind of funny. So this would be the gross amount on the settlement statement that's paid to your broker.
What is 30%?
So think about this. The gross amount paid out on the settlement statement. What do we
Ooh,
call that?
GCI.
I'm sorry, what?
What is the?
Oh, yeah, What's that?
Oh!
You can tell me what GCI stands for.
Drug commission income.
Gross commission income. And so this is the total amount that is paid out on the settlement statement.
Yeah, that is a tricky
I
one.
know. Okay. We'll go with this. The monthly closing of finances at the market center level.
What is closing the books?
What do we call it?
Financial review.
Yeah, the big. What is transmittal? Yeah, and you'll see, starting like the 28th, my auto response is I'll get back to you. Okay, Rebecca.
Leadership for 500.
The time of day was. What is the title for this? I will say this, you're about to go. Yeah. Yeah.
I still got my screamer.
What is God Minute, which takes place daily from 11:30 to 12 p.m. This is a great time and a safe space to come and ask any of the questions that you might have.
Open Zoom call.
Yeah. We won't even require you to be on camera for this. All right. Missy, what's next?
Okay, KW principles for 300.
300. What is the 80-20 principle? I don't remember.
It's the, you put in the, geez,
Right?
20% of your
Activity.
Yeah, it's 20% of your activities and like, I don't know, like 80% follows out. You're supposed to put all of your efforts so that it shows out in the back. So I don't know how to.
Yeah.
20% of what you do gets you 80% of your results. And for a newbie, just like me. Yeah. For us.
Oh, geez. Compliance questions, which I'm not gonna get for 400.
This don't be used to search for.
Right,
and
right.
But
Okay.
I don't
Big bill.
All right, Shelley, pick another one.
Plans 500.
Compliance or 500. A measure of the combined sales prices of the homes an agent has sold.
What is volume?
What is total sales volume?
All right, I quit. I got 500.
Pick another one for us.
Let's do general KW for 300, please, Alex.
When the agent receives 100% of their application.
Mayor Cap.
Okay. All right, then pick another one.
Leadership for 200.
Our leadership team consists of these members. There's 4.
You mean the names?
Uh-huh.
Who are Lenny, Michelle?
There's 4. Lenny and Michelle, and they're all sitting in here.
I know. Oh, no. Don't look at me.
Kate, Lenny, and Michelle.
I'm the one that sneaks in. You know, every once in a while.
All right, Faye, grab us another one.
General for 400.
A fully digital real estate training program that offers free schooling for PA licensees. What is K-Score? Look at Shelley.
Woo!
Good job. What is K-Score? This is our program through Kaplan that allows us to get agents licensed through PA free of charge. Ideally, it's coming to West Virginia and Maryland here soon, but for now, we're pushing them off through PA. So if you have anybody who's looking for schooling, have them reach out to Michelle and we will get them set up.
And K-Score stands for the Keller Williams School of Real Estate.
Yeah. Oh. Acronyms for
Another acronym,
Right.
because we don't have enough.
Right. Okay, Shelley, pick one for us.
General 500.
A system in which the market center redistributes about 48% of their profit share. Yeah.
Bonus points for the.
Oh, get the mailbox money.
All right, which other one?
Your pyramid scheme
Leadership for 100.
OPA, MCA, oh, sorry, OP, MCA, PC, and TL. I'll just pick one if you know one of them. If you know all of them, those.
Operating principal, market center administrator. Or 13.
Cards, yeah.
And team lead. Productivity.
Yeah, yeah. Operating principal, MCA, productivity coach, and team leader. Good job.
Protein.
Grab us another one, Shelley.
Leadership.
The ALC is an acronym for.
What is Agent Leadership Council?
Look at you. 300.
Come on, people online, let's get with it.
All right, grab us another one, Brenda.
Leadership for World.
Hey, who's letting them out and Chuck?
Yeah, good job. All right,
Oh, KW principles for 1.
the MREA is an acronym for this book.
Yeah.
The Millionaire Real Estate Agent. All right, we'll go with principles for 200. Is that okay?
Yep.
The 3 L's, what are they?
Leads, listing, and leverage.
Leads, listing, and leverage. Good job.
Yes. Woo.
Who can tell me what book that comes from?
MRE.
The MREA. What's next?
410.
To maintain their real estate licenses in the states where they operate, agents and brokers need to participate in defined amounts of blank each year or recurring time period.
What is continuing?
Year.
Oh.
400. All right.
Oh, compliance questions too.
E&O stands for
What is errors?
what is errors and transmission. Good.
Sonia.
Sonia. Okay. What are we thinking?
He's debating.
Oh, me,
Yeah.
300. I knew it in my head. I just didn't want to say.
A financial statement that summarizes the revenues, costs, and expenses incurred during a specific period, usually a quarter or fiscal year.
What's the profit and loss statement?
What is a profit and loss? Good job, Lenny.
Oh, good job, Lenny.
That's a profit and loss for our business. Yeah.
You only do it once a year. Do you do yours once a year or more often? You're supposed to do it once a month.
I study it every week and I look at it. I mean, I have a coaching call with it every month.
Oh, so you're forced every
So
month.
typically
but-
the profit and loss
but
will
it's
run
good.
yearly. You'll do it on a yearly basis, January through December. And you'll either be tasked to review it monthly or quarterly, depending on the expectation with your accountant or yourself in time.
Wait till the end of the year. Fine.
All right.
Just
If,
check for
if you wait
500.
until December to check your P&L, we've got a problem. So if you haven't checked it yet, let's look at it before tax season comes up.
Check for 500.
Check for 500. Platform used to transmit earnest money deposits electronically.
What is earnest?
Oh,
What is
Lenny's
earnest?
Lenny's on there.
All right, next.
JW principal for 400.
Yes.
E to P means this and explains what?
What is entrepreneurial?
Purposeful.
And what does that mean?
Breaking the ceiling of achievement. Being comfortable, being uncomfortable.
What is entrepreneurial to purposeful? It's an effective PW changes to get to the next level of your life, breaking through that ceiling. Good job, guys. All right, compliance or principles?
Principal.
Practice of reserving important times for team meetings, personal development, time off, lead generation, blocking a set amount of time on your time. Good job. What is time blocking?
This is fun.
CMA stands for what and is used for what?
What is a competitive
Oh.
market analysis? And it's used to go on your listings and show them what their house is worth.
All right, what is the comparative market analysis? And it's to estimate the value of a specific property.
Yay! Awesome. That was fun. I like that.
Let's see who our winner might be.
We're all winners.
That's what it's always a win-win with us.
That's true. That's very true.
Tied for second place is Missy and Lenny.
Okay.
Ah.
Wendy answered all the top questions that she has for those supporting the group.
Yes.
All right, I will get you guys some gift cards. Thank you for participating. I appreciated that. I hope you liked that.
Yeah, that was fun. All right, anything online, our folks joining us online, anything you need from us or questions, thoughts? Okay, anybody in here have any things? Okay, awesome.
Have a great week.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you in a little bit.